Hey, Sunflower, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. How is it going? So much for stopping by. Let me know how I sound, if I'm too loud, too quiet, anything like that. Trying some different stuff today. Yeah, welcome in. How is your day going? It's getting ready to start working on repairing this new 3DS XL. Good. I beat the elderly broker today by like 100 points when the person second. Nice. Awesome. You said you beat the elderly. I was oddly concerned for a moment. But I take it that that's a game, not actually the elderly. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started here. So that was the point. Let's see. So what we're working on today, we're going to be budget. Go ahead and go into our main view. We play. Oh, Rummy Tiles. Oh, nice. Oh, so you did beat the elderly. Nice. All right. So today we're going to be replacing this upper screen. Had a friend sent me this new Nintendo 3DS. As we played Pinocchio. Nice. I've actually never played Pinocchio. Or is it Pinocchio? Hey, Amdor, welcome in, welcome in. All right, so volunteer the community center. Oh, that's nice. That's super nice of you. Checking up on you. Going to be running away shortly. Have a movie to watch. Oh heck, what movie are you watching? Yeah, let's go ahead and get started on this. I want to see how well we can do at this today. So we're going to go ahead and turn this off. So as you can see, the issue here. Oh, Incredibles 2, nice. I hope it's as good as everyone says that the first one is. Yeah, we're working on this. I just noticed I've got some lag on my capture card here. So let's see if we can fix this real quick. This is going to mess with me a little bit. There we go. Now it's much more alive. So yes, so we're going to be replacing this upper screen. As you can see, it's got a hairline crack going through the center of this black area where the LCD panel is no longer working, and let's see if we can fix that. Go ahead and power off this console, and let's get to it. So first things first, we're going to need to do is picture bits. Now, I'm trying to figure out my lighting. Lighting is not the best, partly because my camera wants to auto-expose for... My camera wants to auto-expose for the lighting, and not getting a very good view. Let me... I hope it will cleanse my visual palette after watching horrible hammer and bolter animation. Oh no! Alright, so let me see here real quick. See if I can fix my lighting. Yeah, I do need better lighting, but let me see if I can fix it up on camera here real quick. Well, that just overblows the exposure. Try 2/3, 1/3. I think that'll do. That'll be a little bit better. Gotta do some dishes and fold some towels. I'll be listening at any raffles today that should enter. Not today. Not today. And I do believe I owe you for one of the last raffles, actually, so. All right, let's see. And let me know, like I said, if the music's too loud or not. Let me turn it down just a smidge. There we go. So now you guys might be able to hear me a little bit better. So the first things first is that we got to take off this bottom panel. Go ahead and get our screwdriver kit out here. And we'll go ahead and put it out. Let's set that up there. Okay. One thing I do like to do to help protect the devices I'm working on, a nice soft cloth. So it's a little bit smaller screw than that. So we just loosen these two bottom screws. And then that panel comes right off. Go ahead and wipe this down on the inside. Actually fairly clean on the inside. A little bit of gunk on the edges just from normal play. Wipe this down. All right. That. Then we can pop out this battery. Still the original battery. Physically, it's still in good condition. It's not swollen or anything. All right. The next step is the micro SD card right here. This would be, I believe, the original. This, I believe, is the original 4 GB micro SD card that came with it. Leave that aside. Let's see. So this is actually, I think, one of my first times opening one of these up. I've replaced some parts on these before, but not actually ever in a full facing a screen. So let's bring up our sections here real quick. Let's see here. Looking at all right, looking at the upper screen. So, got that so far. All right, so now we have on the right screw here. We need a Japanese screwdriver, and we need the JIS 000. So that's going to be this one right here. So we're going to remove these 6 screws from around the edge. Go ahead and so. There we go. Now we have this right here. See the screws that I'm taking out. I have to hold this over here because I have to apply some extra pressure to the screw. One screw right here that has a little bit of a stripped head on it. So that one goes there in that corner. Okay. All right, so now that we have all of the screws removed, and the next step now is we need to remove these two little feet. Hey, Falcon, thank you for lurking. Appreciate that. So, do now, let's take our tweezers. Gently pop these out without actually damaging. Need to pop these out without damaging the plastic around it. There's one. Two. And then there's two more screws here that we need to remove. All right. Operation Nintendo Edition, exactly. All right, now let's see, what's the next step? So, you just gently lift up this upper panel right here. Now we need to be careful as there are some ribbon cables that are here that are in the way. So we have to lift this up and then lift it down slightly to get to right here. There's the red nose though, right? This whole thing is the red nose. Right, so you guys can't really see it, but here we go. There's a connector right here and a connector right here that we have to. Camera's not focusing where I want it to be. We'll work on that here in a minute. So we have to pop off this connector right here. Nice and easy. And then this one right here. Nice and easy. Now this whole mid-frame plate with the ZR, ZL, R, and L buttons. Three. That side. That's the whole main mid-frame. There we go. And so now we get to have a nice little look on the inside. What a this looks like. Hey! SP Narwhal, welcome in, welcome in. Hello. This is actually SP Narwhal Switch 3DS that I'm working on. So, you get a nice view of everything that's the inside. This here is our main controller nub from the back side. Charging port. Micro SD card slot is right here. Which is nice and easily replaced because it's basically effectively just taped down to the main board. You have the ribbon cable, I believe, for the lower LCD screen. Battery connector. This is the little whatchamacallit, the push nub that is on the other side, which is one of the unique features of the 3DS XL, or the new 3DS, XL, 2DS, etc. You basically have this like little IBM push nub that they use as a second joystick. I have a genius idea for, you don't have room for a second joystick on the 3DS, but they put that in there. It worked really well. And obviously you got the main controller, or the main cartridge reader there. I'm trying to see if I can get this to resolve a little bit better. For some reason, it doesn't feel like it's focusing very well. Give me 1 second. All right, let's see. We get this to focus just a little bit better. All right, I need some kind of a better setup. I'm not sure what I need to fix this, make it look a little bit better, but let's see. All right, so next step now is we need to lift up this tiny little ZIF connector that's right here. So let's go ahead and pull out our microscope and we're going to take a look here. And let's see, so right here is this controller, this connector that we need to lift up. So this needs to... Thanks for the show, take care. Hey, no worries. We'll catch you around. Enjoy the show. So it looks like there we go. So now we've released that little ZIF connector there. And pull this little cable free. There we go. So now our circle pad is free. Set that aside. Then now we can unscrew this, 2 long screws for the circle pad. Set these aside up over here. And there we go. So now we've removed that. So that's the whole circle pad, which is actually a really genius. It's a really pretty genius design. Very reliable. These rarely break with the way that these are designed, and I kind of wish that they would have used these in the Joy-Cons still. The only issue here is that with this does not allow for you to have a push down button. You can't click down on it. But otherwise, this was a really reliable design. Right, and then so we also have the rest of the Joy-Con button over here, which this gets to stay. Not Joy-Con, the rest of the circle pad this gets to stay. I don't think we need to mess with that. So the next step that we need to do is we need to disconnect the, I believe this would be like the wireless antenna. That's up here. This right here. This is our little wireless connector. Gently pry up on it. There we go. So now that's free. And then the next step is to remove this connector down here. So I have to remove this connector. This, I'm not sure what this actually connects to. Now we have to remove a whole lot of cables. So we need to remove, let's see. I want to take my microscope. We're going to look at each of these through the microscope because I want to make sure I get a good look at what we're actually disconnecting here. So we have, a little sideways. Here we go. They said that this is not, this does not have a flipping lid on it, although this does not have a clamping lid on it, but this does. This actually does appear to be hinged. See how tiny some of these little specks of dust are. This one definitely has a clamping edge on it, and will flip up. Let's see if I can figure out where my scissors are. Let's use our little nylon spudger. I believe, or maybe it doesn't. Yeah, that's got to be a flip locking one. Maybe not. No, I think they're right. This one's just held in by friction, so gently tease this one free. Yeah, it's held in by spring. Looks like it's definitely held in by springs, and that one is so dang tiny. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, see, it's held by basically spring tension. I go nice and easily and gently so we don't actually tug on something that's not meant to be pulled on. Come on, give it up. Like you do. I'm really surprised that this doesn't... There we go. All right, there's that one. See, I really feel like these normally do have latching tabs, and I'm surprised that this doesn't. these not latch? Do these not flip up? No, they don't. I've never actually seen these before. But these tabs are just spring-loaded. Which is nice, in a way. Right, so the next one then is going to be this one here. It's the same type of, once again, same type of connector. That one just came right out. This one's probably for the Amiibo NFC. This looks like it's just a 2-pin connector, most likely for the antenna. Then there's this one up here. Not want to be grabbed. That one does not want to be grabbed a hold of. This actually doesn't have anything to grab a hold of it. Give me 1 second here. Got that one free. And next one's going to be this one right here. Okay, that one's free. Then the next one on the list is this big one. Now this one does have a connector on it. So then all we have to do for this connector is lift up this tab. So there we go. Now we can pull this ribbon cable out gently. And then there's another one over here. Another locking tab release. That cable's free. And one last one is this big old one right over here. Reduce some of the glare that's on this. There we go. Okay, remove that. Gently. Put this one free. There we go. That one's also free as well. All right, and that's all of those. Now we can pull this away and go back to our main cam. And then we have, looks like 6 screws, 6 4mm screws. Basically, all this work we're doing is, I think, to get to the main ribbon cable underneath here. This connector here. 2 more screws left. All right, there we go. And then now we have got 2 more zip connectors that we have to remove. So we have to pull up and very carefully. There's 2 more zip connectors under here. Don't know how we're going to get these reattached. These are going to be a bit of a pain. There's 2 more right down here. One cable free there. Those cables are a huge pain to reconnect. I bet. I am not looking forward to this at all. But yeah, so there we go. So there is the read motherboard. Guessing we have all of our main CPUs. It's interesting to see that there's some writing on here. Oh, did not mean to switch to that. And routing them is through the Hinge is even worse. Oh no, I can't even imagine. Hello, Painter. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right, so we have our main motherboard here. We can set this aside. Sunflower. I am looking forward to the struggle. Yeah. Yeah. Not me. But we'll see. All right, so. Right, so this is the 2 connectors. We did all that work just to get to these 2 connectors. So I feel like that was a pretty disappointing design on Nintendo's part for repair, but you know, what can you do? Oh, here is our Amiibo antenna, which ironically, the NFC antenna, which ironically I'm surprised is just like kind of like free floating in there underneath the main screen. All right, so now what we need to do is carefully flip it over. And now we're going to work on the screen. Yeah, welcome in, Painter. How's your day going? So, what we need to do now is, as carefully as we can, and I'm going to do this, I think, off camera real quick so I can get a better look at it myself. I need to remove each of these rubber pads so that way we can remove the top part of the hinge, or remove the top part of this panel. Ooh, I'm nervous. Oh no, don't be nervous. We got this. It's going well in yours. My day's actually going really well. These are really hard to remove them without destroying them. I've never actually had good luck removing these pads. Might need to get some replacements, but like I said, just gotta get these off so that way we can get to the screws underneath. But let's see what we can do. Yeah, because unfortunately the way that Nintendo made these, they use a special adhesive underneath that sticks to the console more than it does the rubber pads. There we go. So I'm going to put this back on my microscope view here real quick. Yeah, they're hard. I think they're pretty much just stickers. They are stickers, but if you look here, you can see basically a little bit. If you look on the top here, you can see where this is like a foil backing that goes on top of here, and so I just basically punctured through it. But so basically, it's a foil backing, and the right here. So it's a sticker, a foil sticker that sticks way better to the screw than it does to the rubber pad that's above it, and so it's really hard to get this off without destroying the rubber pad above it and then needing to replace it. Hey, Mona, welcome in. Hello, everybody. Thank you for the raid. Hello, hello. How was your stream? Yeah, go check out Mona Art. She's been streaming her paintings lately. A lot of fun to watch. Super cool streamer. Welcome in, everybody. How's it going? Oh, that's great. Awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. So right now we are working on repairing a upper part of a screen for a 3DS XL. Just trying to get these screws apart here. Go ahead and drop that down there. I'm doing really good. We are doing pretty good so far. Oh, Hulk, thank you for the lurk. A blessed day and awesome stream. Oh, thank you. You as well. Yeah, so we are, like I said, we're just getting this upper screen ready and removed for repair. Did you how was the stream? Did you get to finish the teapot, the Galaxy teapot yet? Right, so they got that screw removed there. Take off this adhesive. Nice! I can't wait to see it. I still have to finish mine. I have been super busy, but as soon as I finish mine, I will post it to your Discord, and I will check out your VOD so I can see how it went. Go. And one last screw here. Painting is finished. Nice. Seems good. Aww. Aww. All right. So let's see here. So it's hard to see from this angle, but if I can catch the light just right, you can see the long hairline crack basically through here. Runs along this edge, and that's what's cracked on the screen. And so we are replacing it with a brand new screen. And so now that we have this top part removed, now flip it over and close the lid. I send this painting on Discord. Okay, awesome. All right, so we need to just gently apply the top half this way, I believe. We can gently, there we go, and it just pops right off. There we go. It's amazing how much of this we have to disassemble to get to this. And so the next step here is to remove the upper screen. So here we have the dual camera, the 3D cameras set up here. And we're going to need to remove these two speaker assemblies here real quick. There's one screw there. Another screw there. Holding it in place, and I don't know what it is. It's funny because literally I'm following some instructions and it literally shows the next step as just a mess of cables. Are we glued in place lightly? Holding us down here. I believe it's taped down from what they're saying. What my instructions are showing. I don't want to be wrong. Go ahead and lift that up and check down in here. Oh, that is not actually. That is held in with. There we go. Going with a couple of zip connectors, which are going to be an absolute pain to put those back in. Okay, and then we're going to just gently leave those alone if I can help it. I may not be able to, so... Speaker covers, speaker gaskets. Let's see. Oh, I have to go sleep now? Okay, no worries. Hope you have a great rest of your night. I will yeah, see you next time. Have a great time and have a great night's sleep. Thank you so much for the raid. All the love to you. All the love. Have a good night. Alright, so this should lift out and it should be glued into place, I believe. The plastic spudger lifted around underneath the lips to move it around the screen. Once it is loose, just lift. Okay. Yeah, we got to break the seal on this. We gotta lift it. Right here. Yeah, we gotta break the seal on this, basically. Ah, here we go. Now we got it. Oh, also, you have a great stream. Oh, thank you. Also, have a great stream. Thank you so much. What is this mythical thing you call sleep, right? I may have accidentally slept in way more today than I had intended. Basically, what we're doing now is we're trying to break the seal that's all the way around the screen. Let's get a good angle on it. There we go. Now we have to get this ribbon cable out of here. And at the same time, we also have to figure out how the heck we're gonna get the new one in. How am I supposed to do this? This is going to be quite the challenge, actually. How did Nintendo even do this? We believe in you. Oh, thank you. take a moment, take a break here, and we're going to look at this slowly. Curious to see. They have it popped open a little bit. I'm not too worried about the original screen, so if something happens to the original one, that's fine. But I'd like to be able to get it out intact, because the better I get it out without damaging anything, the more likely I am to get the new one in without damaging anything as well. Let me take this in my lap here for a second while I work on this. Hey! Look, thank you for the hydrate. Yes, I do see. Yeah, it wraps around a good couple of times. I almost wonder if it would be better just to pull out the whole entire assembly, because it looks like they pretty much have them all wrapped in together. The other thing I see is that we have our wireless antenna here is a bit in the way, so that one wraps down and around underneath. Go ahead and pull that one out. That wraps in underneath the screen, so this has to go in first, I should say. Looks like it coils around once. They really, this was a lot easier on the older consoles. For sure. Basically, you could just pull the whole hinge apart. Actually, wait a minute. Is that the trick? Am I supposed to pull the hinge apart? I feel like it'd almost be easier if I pulled the hinge apart. But I don't know how it comes apart. My instructions don't list how the hinge comes off. I feel like if you did it as an assembly... Hang on a second. I'm gonna look at something here real quick. We're gonna take a quick break. I don't think the hinge comes apart. Okay. If it did, that would be cool, because then the whole thing would just slip right apart. Never seen someone take that off at least. Look at this picture here real quick. Brute force, yeah. No, not quite. Let's see if let's see if we can find someone who's got some advice for us. Try the Magic Made Ball, right? For the advice, yeah, right? Question unknown. Ask again later. Shouldn't be a bit easier than the 386L since it's a bit bigger than the Lite DSi. Well, it would be, except for the fact that on those, it routed the cables differently. Here, it decided to route it through the hinge, which is unusual. Usually they're routed through a different part, not through the hinge. They're usually like routed through over here, where it's super easy to get them in and out. But let's watch this. Or also the older consoles made everything be free, right? It's a bit of an ancient. So let's see here. Oh, this is a new 3DS. That's not going to help me. Sorry with DS Lite. Yeah, I had and loved this. No, in fact, I still have the 3DS. I actually have one of each. I have the DS Lite. It's probably one of my favorite of the DS consoles for sure. Wait a minute. Did they? Ah, they did. Okay. But, so we gotta take some more stuff apart here. Alright, they did this differently. Okay, they did this differently. I'm thinking we're gonna try this. Because apparently... Woohoo. We don't need that one. Alright, so if we gently put everything back where we had it. Drop all these little connectors and everything in here. That there. And flip this back over. And we're gonna remove this little section up here. We're going to take a look over here because this is where the barrel hinge is. Because there's no way that I can think of that I would be able to fit all these cables to there. And there's no way I think that Nintendo would have done it like that either. Alright, so now we've got those removed. Also have to remove this little nubbin here. Let's see, what time is it? We've been up for an hour. I think we're doing pretty good. Imagine Nintendo would still build consoles with cross-generation support, right? That would have been nice. They kind of do with the downloads on the Switch, but like, man. Alright, so there's that part of the assembly. Right here. This is the D-pad controller at half, the battery board. Okay. See what's over here. And we can remove this little pad. That's the LED blocking, little light blocking aperture. LED light plug. Yeah. I wish that like the DS had such a huge library of games. It was really incredible. Alright, so now that I've removed that, let's see this here real quick. We're trying to get over to where the barrel plug is. So how do we move? So we remove these screws. And then we have to remove the barrel hinge. So the barrel hinge, need to pull it out. I'm wondering if we can get to it from this side. Can we get to the hinge from that side? Doesn't look like it. Hard to tell if that's part of the plastic or that's part of the hinge. That would be part of the plastic. Let's see here real quick. All right, I'll have to leave you and go to bed. Oh, no worries. Hey, have a great rest of your night. Take care too. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. Get some good sleep. All right, let's try something here real quick. What? All right, I'm gonna actually put this on a be right back. So I'll be back in here in a few minutes. Alright, so I got the screens out, got all the cables out. Now I just gotta try and get this hinge out, so that's what I'm working on right now. If I can just get this hinge out, the rest will be easy. Alright, so we're just still gonna keep working on this here. Because the thing is if you look at it, it's obviously designed for the cables to be fed through during assembly. Basically, if you look at it, there's a slot right here where the cables would be fed through, and then you would put the lid together. And it all comes down to just needing to get this hinge pushed out far enough to allow this whole thing to come out. Hey, Mom Nook, how's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. So what I'm doing is I'm preparing a new 3DS XL. We've got it mostly taken apart. The original screen has you can kind of see it, there's a crack in it. So the original screen did not, is no longer functioning. So I have a replacement screen, and right now we're just working on getting the hinge apart so that way I can get the new screen put in and assembled. So busy, I have a report to get out. Oh, heck! That does not sound like fun. Aha! There we go. And the hinge just popped right out that time. We got the hinge out. And now a little bit more work. We should be able to get this entire unit out of here. There we go. And the entire upper assembly is now free from the lower assembly. Yeah, because I was struggling there for a minute. I really wanted to get that hinge off, and I actually was not sure I was going to be able to do it. And Nintendo decided to run a lot of ribbon cables through the hinge, whereas usually they would not. And but since it's run through the hinge, it was actually a bit of a challenge to get that out. But we got it. We're good now. We're back in shape. So now it's time to get the upper part of the assembly back together again. We need to run this cable through here. And we're going to have some buttons that we're going to have to put back in place here in just a few minutes. Okay. Got our barrel hinge here. Still, yeah, still in good shape. Anything? So this is our barrel hinge right here. Check and make sure that's still in good shape. It is. Nothing broke there, thankfully, so we can still reuse that. And so now we have our replacement front screen, which we need to work on. We need to do now is swap over the this front screen over to this one. It's not going to be the most fun. We have to make sure we try and do this without getting any dust on anything anywhere. And that's usually never the easiest thing to do. So, start working on that. All right, so give me a second here. What we need to do, I need to go get a couple tools here real quick. I'm actually going to be right back here in about just a couple minutes. I got to go get me some more water. And I will be right back. All right, we're back. Now that we've done that, we should be able to try and get this back together. So the tricky part here is that we now need to switch this front cover over to the new screen. And see how we need to do that. Because this needs to be lined up right, or else it won't look good. Let's go ahead and try to remove this. Yeah, this entire front panel here needs to be pulled up. And this is the gasket that basically keeps dust from getting inside the screen. I actually would help if I could warm this up. And remove it that way. I think that's what I'm going to do. If you guys can give me... We're going to take an intermission here. About 10 minutes. And I'm going to go heat this up real quick and peel this off very carefully. So I'll be back. Like I said, I'll be back in about 10 minutes. All right. I am back. Yeah, so I'm back. We are going to yeah, so I got the screen removed from the old screen. We can polish this up and get this ready to install. And I got the adhesive removed from the old screen as well. Though this is much more of a challenge for me, considering that this wants to entangle itself pretty badly. All right, so all we gotta do now is get this put into place. If I can remember which way it went on. Yeah, it went this way. This is our replacement screen. Let's set that aside. Okay. Basically, what I had to do was I went and heated up a skillet really hot. And melted off the... Oh my goodness, this thing is annoying. Come on. Ah, stop it. All right. There we go. Get this tucked down here somewhere so at least it'll stop uncurling. Just get up there in that corner. Let's start with a corner. There. There we go. Go ahead and tuck that into place. And then with our tools, go ahead and push that into place. There we go. Let's get this whole gasket lined up again where it belongs. Move some of this extra gunk right here. That's going to prevent a good seal from happening. Oh no! Don't stick to my fingers. Don't stick to my fingers. Please don't stick to my fingers. Stick to the screen. Need you to stick. There we go. It's not quite in the right place, which is a little frustrating. Maybe we should work from this side instead. I tuck it into that corner. Part of the problem I'm having right now is I'm fighting with the screen here, so I'm gonna try and get this into the corner here. It's not quite sitting in the corner. There we go, now it is. That's right there, nice and neat in the corner. No, no, don't stick to that. That's good. I can't imagine what it'd be like trying to assemble this thing at the factory. Probably a little bit easier than this, I imagine. Just, you know, by sheer fact that they have all the tools that they need, but... Alright, so that's all in place. Now the next step is going to be adding in the screen. This is going to sit, it's going to drop in. We've got one shot at this basically. And... oh, not fun. Now, one thing I do want to do is get this LCD ribbon cable through the hole before we continue. So, gotta roll it up and try and feed it through this itty bitty little hole. Okay, we got that in. Peel off the front. Oh, what in the... Oh, that looks nasty. What happened here? Well, don't need to worry about that too much. Basically, just need to get this in place. Worry about that in a minute. Just go ahead and drop that in and put that screen in. There is a very weird sheen that's going on all over the whole screen, but we can fix that here in a minute. We're going to clean that. Main thing is that we have it cemented into the gasket. So now it's in place. And then next thing what we can do is we can feed in the wireless antenna cable. There we go. So that's nice and neat and tidy. We got to clean this somehow. There is a sticky gunk that has been introduced to the screen, and I don't know exactly what all we're going to have to do about that. So we need to go ahead and get ourselves some rubbing alcohol. Let me go back and I'll be right back. I want to go grab the original screen and see if we can make sure rubbing alcohol is not going to damage it. I don't think it will, but just want to make sure. Just to be safe. So yeah, what's really weird is this is gunk that was left over from when I peeled off the screen protector from the brand new LCD. So it's like somehow it had fused to the top of the new display. And so it's sticky. It's adhesive that's now on the new screen that I have to try and remove. And this is the original broken display. And you can see that big crack that was right there. So I just want to make sure this isn't going to damage the screen. Ooh. It's kind of what I'm afraid of is... That'll come clean, right? Yeah, that'll come clean. So we're going to have to take all these parts off. I'm going to need this cloth to clean the screen. But back at it here, pick all that up. Our little speaker covers. And yeah, so we need to clean this now. If I can cast a shadowy light here with one of my lights, you guys can see what to do. There we go. So you can see the stickiness that we're going to try and remove. So where is my cloth? Got some 91% rubbing alcohol. And see, that's not removing it. We're gonna need something a little bit stronger than this to remove this. Wow, that's crazy. I've never seen this before on a screen. I could always use like a little bit of Goo Gone to remove it, but that will risk scratching the screen trying to get that clean, and I really don't want to unseal this again, but I might have to peel this back off. Wow, that's just crazy. I've never seen that before. Give me 1 second. Let me go grab. I have a little bit of citrusol. That might work. All right, so we're going to test something here. Just to make sure this isn't going to damage the screen lens. All right, so a little bit of citrusol here on the screen. Tidy up my workspace here a little bit. Don't think this will damage the screen. I just want to make sure. And that leaves some goo behind, and then we clean it up with some rubbing alcohol. What does it do? Does it do anything noticeable to the screen around it? Always best to test on something that's not your final. Nope, that comes up cleanly. Doesn't seem to damage the screen at all. So we'll go ahead and try it on the new one, on the replacement one. And let's see if we can get this off. Go ahead and put this ribbon cable up here. There we go. Put a little bit less stress on it while we're working on all this. All right. And if this doesn't work out, we can always replace the screen with another new one. They still make new ones. This is good practice. Getting these screens off. Because this would be an issue with this screen, not so much with the process. Take our 91% rubbing alcohol. Well, I guess that wanted to come off. Oh, that didn't seem to actually do anything. It'd be weird to have to wait to fix this until we get another screen in. Well, it's slowly working. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and put some more on here. I don't want to have to take this out again because I don't want to have to reseat this cable, but I think that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Feed this back through. There we go. I'm going to take that frame back off. And I don't know that we're going to be able to get this back off. Yeah, here we go. So I don't want to get any goo gone on the sticker that we just got, obviously, or the sticker that's gonna, the gasket, so that would just destroy the gasket, so that back off. Goo gone has to sit on there for a few minutes before it works to breaks the adhesive down. Okay. Let's go ahead and apply a bunch all over it. Trying to keep it from so seeping into the edges at all. This is the same stuff that I use when I repaste CPU processors and stuff on computers, so really, really nice, useful stuff. Lighter fluid works too. Oh, this is true. Lighter fluid does work pretty well. I might actually have some lighter fluid if this doesn't do the trick, although I might worry about the lighter fluid might damage the upper plastic layer on the LCD. Alright, so let's let that sit for a minute. An interesting challenge. Not the way I expected today to go. Not that it's not the way I expected it to go, but I've met some unusual challenges that I normally don't face with these. These are usually pretty easy. There we go. Yeah, I can see that the goo layer is getting stirred up nicely now, so we can try. I can feel the adhesive on the screen still. but I can also see where we've got bits of this stuff is starting to peel up. Oh, wouldn't want that on that cloth. Man, this is not wanting to come off. Man. Super tedious. I have to scour the screen almost. I don't want to damage the LCD panel and scuff it up, but like, man. Let me see. I need some citrus salt on this so I can try and... Who would have ever told me that I was so vigorous at, like, trying to so vigorously get this stuff off, because it's not having effect. This citrus salt usually has an immediate effect on adhesive. Let's clean that off again, see what it does. I can still see it. I can still see it pretty clearly. We're getting there. Now there's this weird square over here where it doesn't want to come clean at all. Well, we can try one level up. We've got some goo gone. We'll try just a little bit more. We'll let this sit for a couple minutes. Not sure what this is going to do. know if this is going to work or not. I'm starting to see some rainbowing on the screen underneath, and so I'm not really happy with what's happening here. May have to order another screen and put this back together another time. Which if that's the case, that's fine. Should probably order a few of these screens and have them on hand. Okay, I've got that. Just need to take these and throw these away. I haven't totally away the last time. What are you working? I've got a brand new LCD. And you know, when you buy new screens, they come with a screen protector on them. And this one, the screen protector came off and left a whole lot of goo behind. And rubbing alcohol won't get rid of it. Citrusol won't get rid of it. And so my last attempt is gonna be Goo Gone. And we're gonna let it sit for a few minutes, and then we'll see if it comes clean. If not, I'll put this on hold. We'll order a new screen, and then we'll put it back together then. I did manage to get the upper hinge off, so I think putting it back together should actually be a lot easier now. But it's still really weird that, yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and set a timer here for 5 minutes, and we'll come back to it. See if it comes clean. I need to clean up my workspace a little bit, so I'll be back in, like I said, just a couple minutes. All right, let's give this a shot. Let's see what Gugon did. Good old-fashioned proper Gugon. I feel like if Gugon's not gonna get it, I don't know what will. Yep, and I still see it. Dag nabbit, what is this stuff? Alright, let's give it a second to dry. Yeah, because now, like, I'm getting this part over here done, and getting this kind of, this part here is slowly coming clean. I could probably get this part clean over here. But then there's this section right here, and I don't know what the heck that is. Oh, sunflower. Gotta go, but have a good rest of stream. Oh, no worries. Thank you, sunflower. Yeah. This part here seems to be virtually permanent. Like, even rubbing my thumbnail over it, it's not like an adhesive. It's like it's actually bonded to the plastic, and it's like damaged the plastic. But let's just go ahead and keep cleaning this part off a little bit. And we're going to take up our cloth here. Polish this. I'm going to actually like polish this and see what happens and see. It's not smearing either. It's almost like it's not like a true adhesive. It's like something else entirely. Because it's not tacky either. Let's see, this is what I was a little bit worried about is... Yeah, we're gonna need a new screen. Alright, so, unfortunately, we did pretty good. I can see there's damage to this upper layer of the screen. It's hard to see it. Let's see if I can get the light just right. You can kind of see it right here. This little glossy edge right here. And it's not oil, it's not anything left. It's actually something in the screen itself. It's like it's into the plastic has gotten foggy. And so this stuff has an oil sheen up here. But there's this weird thing going on right down here. Does not wipe off at all. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna need a new panel. Alright, so this replacement panel we're not gonna be able to use. Strangely enough. Never had that happen before, but what we can do at least is go down and take a look at where we're at so far. So this is where we're gonna take a break. And we'll be back next week probably to finish this. We've got a great multitude. Hey, Bryn! Hello, hello! How's it going? Welcome in. How are you doing today? I'm actually just getting ready to wrap up, I think, because we're having a bit of a comedy of errors today. Let me get this light out of your all's way. I have this new 3DS XL apart, and we're here for repair. I missed. Oh, yeah, it's no worries. It's no worries at all. I actually was still gonna put it back together, and yeah, no, you're fine. How's work been going? Hopefully work's been going well. The issue here, so the original screen that we had in here, as you can see, has a big old crack in it. And hey, the Jesus Lizard, thank you for following. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Hello, hello. Hope you've been enjoying the stream. Yeah, so you can see this one had a crack in it, and so I finally got everything apart the way that we needed to. And it was a bit of a pain, actually. It was actually a bit of a pain. The part that comes through is trying to feed the cables through this upper frame until I realized that we can push the hinge back in and remove the hinge from the body, and then that worked. But when I went to go put in the replacement screen, the screen protector that was on it left behind this goo, which I've been working furiously to remove, and now that I have it gone, I can see there's actually some haze that's, it's barely visible, but there's some haze that's left on the screen panel itself that won't come off. And so I don't want to install a screen that's going to look bad. So we're going to order a new screen. That'll probably come in either next week or the week after, and then we can finish putting this back together. Otherwise, I'm actually pretty happy. It's actually been pretty successful. Like I said, getting the hinge apart was the trickiest part. It was the only part that I was a little bit worried about, but actually everything else has been going good. It's just a lot of stuff to reconnect later. But yeah, residue is pretty bad. It is really bad. And like I said, since it seems like that the top layer of the LCD panel, go ahead and polish this again. I could probably keep working on and actually get all this goo off. But if you look at right here, you see this, do you see how this little area right here seems hazy? Like right in here. That is actually like an effect of the screen now that we used Goo Gone on it to try and remove. Yeah, it's like a damage in the upper coating. You can still see it right here. So I don't really want to put this in if it's going to look bad. Even though it looks fine from the front, and it probably look fine once it's turned on and lit. No sense in putting in a substandard part when we can get a new one relatively easily. Anyway, so that is actually, I think, where I'm going to call it for the day. Go ahead and back to our... Oh, I never got to fix that. Hang on a second. As long as I'm here, I might as well fix it. There we go. All right, so I'd like to thank... I guess I'll thank my 3 bots for being my mods today. Thank you, Jesus Lizard, for the follow. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow for... Oh, you can hear my puppy in the background. I'm going to be back tomorrow for some more Animal Crossing, I think. And then Friday, I'll be back for some Breath of the Wild. So I hope I will see you all tomorrow. Let me see real quick. Yeah, I think I'm just going to end it here. And yeah, Brent, I hope you have a great rest of your day as well. Thank you so much for stopping in. Sorry you did miss it. Like I said, I'll be back hopefully next week if I get in the replacement panel, and we'll put this back together, and we'll see if we have a fully functioning 3DS again. Yeah, thank you all so much for being here. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Oh, heck. I will say, I am planning some late night Phasmophobia streams someday soon. Someday soon. I gotta get it set up, but I'll be able to catch me on those streams. Bye-bye! Oh, heck, fun! Yeah, I know, I said bye already. I was going to start out, we're going to be playing some Phasmo with my mods. And like I said, we'll see what we'll go from there. Might be able to open up. Yeah, it would definitely be fun if you can join us one of these nights. But like I said, gotta get it set up in Windows first. And Windows 11 has been a little bit funky for me trying to get like my microphone set up and stuff like that. Still getting used to my Windows 11. So anyway, for reals this time. I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. There we go. Bye.